Ron Armstead limited, Nick Perry limited, Michael Morgan limited, Simi did not practice, and Blake Ailes did not practice. I think the week overall was pretty good. We got to continue to do a better job protecting the ball and limiting turnovers. Threw another one there at the end of practice with the second team. So that'll be a major part of our focus this week. We'll be taking care of the ball, trying to finish the game in the plus turnover margin. And this is going to be a good trip for us. 3 trips in 4 weeks. So if we can come away with a win and having three of the first 4 on the road and be 4-0 overall, 1-0 in the conference, we'll be satisfied.
Second straight practice, TJ Bryant's finished things off with a pick. What have you seen out of him since he's been back?
Yeah, he's got great ball skills. We moved him around, played him at nickel and played him a little outside as well. And so it's good to have him back and continue to find ways to hopefully play him.
Have you decided yet who's going to start at tailback?
No, we'll go back in and look at this film. I would anticipate at some point both those guys playing, and so we'll figure it out.
What about corner?
We'll stay the same. Nickel Roby and Shreesh Wright will start at corner, and TJ Bryant will be the nickel.
As far as Thursdays go, were you pretty happy with the intensity of today's practice?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. They had good energy about themselves, and you always get worried about them getting into the grind and just going through the motions, and seem to not have a lot of mental mistakes today. So we'll keep at it for the next 42 hours.
This is like your third game on turf, and yet you don't seem to pay any attention in terms of practice and all that. You just practice here. Is there any theory behind that you just don't worry about?
Yeah, we just don't want to go on it. We don't really like it. We don't want to practice on it, and so we have to play on it. They don't give us a choice for that. So for those games, we'll go on it. But other than that, we'll stay on the grass and keep our guys healthy.
Is it an advantage to play in Pullman early in the season, given that it's supposed to be about 75 degrees?
I'm sure there is. The one year there was hail up there right before kickoff, even though we played really well in the game. But yeah, we would definitely prefer the nice weather.
Talk about playing in Pullman. You got a lot of new coaches. You worry about sending your kids out pregame. You got to go down 3 blocks and turn right and go through a tunnel. Is that worry about these places where you don't dress in the stadium?
No, do you mean in the locker room where you feel like you're in high school? It's good for our guys. It keeps them grounded. A lot of these kids come here spoiled, so they don't appreciate how good they have it here. So it'll be a good experience for our young guys and our new coaches too.
You had some concerns about Butch Lewis's play last game. How have you felt about how he's responded this week?
Good. We've really challenged him this week. We put Michael Reardon over there to challenge him, and we'll figure out. We'll probably end up playing them both there. And Butch has responded well. That's always the goal when you challenge somebody and take away reps from them, is that they respond well with it. And he seems to be playing a little faster.
How do you think Tyler practiced this week? He was limited and some other things, but
yeah, he did everything he could. He just seems limited, So he did what he could. We'll see. We'll warm him up for the game and see how he feels.
do you put any emphasis or credence on telling guys a day ahead, or you're the starter? Psychologically, does that carry any weight with you in giving that guy that assurance that he's going to be the guy, or will you just wait till game time?
No, when we know, we tell him. We tell him, and we tell more than that. We tell the other guy. That's the guy that I think you make mistakes in coaching. You're afraid to tell the guy, so you just we'll see on game day, and then the guy goes out there all jacked up. He stands on the bench, or sits on the bench the whole time. So we do it just like we told Allen last Tuesday morning. Told him he was third string. So I just think that it's a lot better to be up front with him.
What happened with O'Dowd and Vic Gupo? They got into it there.
I don't know. I wasn't in the middle of it there. I couldn't see what happened.
What's you've been asked before about the tailback fight committee approach or the other approach? It seems like you prefer to have one guy if possible. What's your theory or philosophy?
Well, exactly what you said. I'd prefer to have 1 or 2 guys and not do it by committee. But if somebody can't pull out and show us on a consistent basis, or shows flashes but puts the ball on the ground, they're going to come out and someone else has to go back in. So we wouldn't like it to be that way. Last week ended up that way a little bit because of Mark's fumble.
Was that a fumble?
And you really thought that was it when you looked at it? to you that was a fumble, that wasn't the ground that knocked it out?
Well,
I know they ruled
put,
it that.
No, I put great confidence in the Big Ten referee crew that didn't review it and called it a fumble, and the review crew upstairs that didn't review it. So I was assuming at that point, if they all called it a fumble and they didn't review it, that it was a fumble. So.
But when, upon your review, or you're looking at it, you agree with that call? I mean, does it look like one?
No, you can see on the TV copy, but I didn't have a TV in front of me, during the game. So, but on the TV copy, Sunday night when I saw it, he definitely was down.
So did that get him out of the doghouse then?
Yeah, in your head, but we still tell them that there shouldn't be a doubt. That ball still shouldn't come out, even with the ground. You should be protecting it better.
Stay positive.
Stay positive, Scott. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.